Hey guys, so the new Rugal is out as well as Dual Long, so we're gonna kind of go over everything, do an overview of things, and show you all the things that you need to know, and do a budget summon with the free gems that we got on the last login, this guy right here. So first thing you're gonna notice is your login bonuses. This is gonna be something that's notable later. You're gonna use it to craft things. There's a Rugal crafting, and then there's the detonate switch, self-destruct switch. I'm guessing it's just like a decorative, one of the decorative things at the end, just as like a, if you love Rugal. I always thought that looked like a stapler in the card that you can get in the game, but anyways, that's just my stupid brain. So we'll exit this. So I'm gonna go over the boss challenge, the boss showdown, I guess I should say. So this is the second time it's been out. The first was the Devil Jin. I think this, at least on face value, is gonna be not quite as random. So here, I think, or maybe a little bit more manageable. Here's one kind of evidence of that. So instead of just going semi-auto or full auto, and that's all there is to it, they do fixes fighter's controls to semi-auto for 15 seconds, or fixes fighter's control to auto, straight auto for 15 seconds, or semi-auto. So I think that's a little bit more reasonable. Having it to be 100% luck was a little frustrating. I'd like a challenge, but I just thought that was okay. And then the stun is 10% chance to become groggy for 1 second when you land an active skill. I think that having it just be random all the time was very annoying. But some of these seemed a little bit more, you can play around it more. And this right here increases a boss attack and defense by 100 or 200% when they are hit by burn, poison, bleed, starlight, darkness, shock, and chill. So I think, you know, the physical damage people are going to do really well. Both the new characters that you can get in the summon are physical damage, so they're going to be really good for this. I think, you know, like Devil Jin would probably be really good for this. So let's look at the rewards, because that's actually pretty big. So you're going to use these. This is going to be good. So you're going to use this to craft some things. This as well is where you can get more of these to get your cool little icon. But there's this here. So they showed the silhouette, right? This is what they were showing. And I don't know, I just didn't expect there to be this Rugal for free. I thought it was going to be one of the other Rugals for free. So this is, you can get a free Omega Rugal, and he's a blue defense type, and increases defense type fighters attack by 85% of defense. So that's pretty beefy. I think he's a pretty cool fighter, but you know, you can get him for free. He's got some pretty decent core effects you can read in here. And I think he's more, yeah, I think he's more physical damage as well, so you can use him in this. And that's pretty cool. There's more you can get here. There's going to be some of these that you're going to use for crafting. More of this as well. And if you come down here, come on down, there it is. There is the special for him that you can get. So that's exciting. Definitely gonna want to get that. So I would say at least try to get the level 39. But you know, 40 is where you get the big ruby payout. But you know, after that it's just crafting materials, and 50 you get some to show off to everybody that you did it. I think that would be literally everything. I didn't do the math on that, but yeah, there's some pretty crazy things in here. But I think this will, on face value, at least looking at these, I haven't done it yet, obviously, but it looks a little bit more manageable as far as these, or more fun to play, just based off of some of the buffs that you can get or not get. Let's see here. Rush, there's a Rush dungeon. So 50 gems, 50 rubies, so you want to do it at least every day. Here are the people that you want to bring in. The two new Rugals, Dulan, some interesting ones. And you can bring these in as well. The new set is worth talking about. So here's the new set with the pixel art. Everybody being in the way to Rugal. Pretty funny actually. So they're all attack, the main stat. This is an interesting set bonus. Increases temporal mystery fighters physical damage by 75%. Increases attack by 22% for 7 seconds when a temporal mystery fighter lands an active skill. So who that is like Rugal, Jonitz, and like Orochi, Dulan. There might be another one, but like those 4 characters. So like kind of like the boss characters plus Dulan. There may be others. But I'm having a brain fart. But you can like sort it in the fighters thing. But that's gonna be who's in there. So gonna be a pretty good set for them. But it'll work for the new characters, so that's good, including our free Rugal. So if you're new, farm at the end of the rush dungeon. So farm this one. So spend all your AP there. But you're gonna want to do these each one probably at least once a day to get the rubies and stuff. This is worth talking about. The bingo. So the bingo is going to be important because you're going to get the crafting materials. You're going to get this right here so you can craft that. There's not too many ways to get this, you know. I guess there's a good decent amount. I take it back. But there's a few ways to get it, but it's not an infinite resource. But you're going to be one of the ones where you click on it to kind of see your progress on this and make sure you do it by the end. But you have plenty of time. It's pretty easy stuff, so make sure you do that. It's gonna be one of the, you know, the bingos where you complete it all, and then there's gonna be like another set of bingo stuff. So you have plenty of time, but you know, there's more to after this, as the box says right here. We'll actually talk about the crafting. There's more events to go over, but I just wanted to talk about the crafting. So you can actually get his memory. So this is why you're gonna want to get as many of these as you can. So you can make as many of your boys as you can. It takes 50 of them. But that's a pretty cool thing you do. Get a pretty good character for free and be able to, you know, upgrade him. Some stones for the temporal mystery fighters. So that can go for all kinds of characters. And some bling. Let's see here. This here. So this I'll only be able to show you, or you'll see it whenever you like unlock your free character, or you can use one of the summon characters to get in there. But usually there's some rubies. So the rewards in there sometimes are hit or miss. Sometimes they're like phenomenal. Sometimes they're just like decent. But we'll see that, you know, if I get the characters or whenever I get my free one. But I can't show you now, unfortunately. But let's look at before we look at the fighters, there's a Codex. There's pretty much always going to be a Codex, but that's good to know. You can get some EX imprint stones, and hey, you can get it for the free character as well, so that's pretty sick. So now let's look at the summons. Let's look at the characters really quick, because I think they have a couple things that are pretty interesting. So we'll look at Dualan's like cores first. He deals a bunch. Both of these characters are physical damage oriented. He even increases physical damage by 100% by the enemy count. Decreases damage, including crit, by 99. Decreases damage, including crit damage, by 99% for 9 seconds when attacked. That's pretty cool. That has a 15-second cooldown. So he becomes immune to a lot of different dots. And this is, I thought, pretty interesting. Decreases the target's attack speed by 90% for 4 seconds when landing a crit hit. And that only has a 9-second cooldown. That's actually pretty nuts. He reflects damage in PvP. He has a couple unique skills. I'll go over briefly. So, what is the one? So the first one, he got the hyper armor. He can do it when being attacked, increases crit. That's really good. This one I thought was pretty different. So it increases attack of allies and self by 40% for 12 seconds when used. If I recall, there's not too many characters that increase everybody's attack, unless I'm tripping. But also disables all enemies' active skills for 4 seconds upon use. That's the PvP, but I thought that skill was actually kind of neat. Then he's got the increase attack by 75% of defense for 6 seconds, but that can be stacked twice. And this skill itself can redo its cooldown. Has like a 80% chance to reset its cooldown. So that's really fun. I love skills that reset cooldowns, but especially when they increase your attack and you can stack it. That's awesome. But I love the character's supers. So cool. They did a really good job with him, and I'm glad they put in kind of more lesser known, but you know, people still really like those characters. So it's cool to see him in here. He's not like one of my favorite characters, but I think they did a really good job with him, and I think he's cool, and I think he's good. So Rugal with the shoulder pads. He's got a really good leader skill, and his cores are pretty beefy too. Becomes immune to damage and it recovers health when so you can't kill him at first. And he heals a chunk, decreases target attack damage by 50% for 7 seconds, increases damage received by 18% upon landing Genocide Cutter EX, which is going to be pretty easy to do. What's another pretty notable thing? He becomes immune to a bunch of different dots, enters Fury State for 7 seconds upon landing an active skill, deals physical damage. See, he's going to be really good for the boss challenge, or showdown. So, a lot of physical stuff. His skills kind of made me laugh. In a good way. Like, as you can see, so, he can use this first skill while being attacked, and increases his crit rate. Used to increase attack, 80% chance I'm sorry, 80% chance, it's early for me. 80% chance to decrease Desperate Ray skill cooldown by 100% for 3 seconds when landing the skill. So it's one of those things where you're gonna be able to do this skill over and over again, kind of like Devil Rays, Devil Jin's Eye Ray. Oh my god, I can get through this, I swear. But so the first skill, the second skill, and the third skill could all be used while being attacked, which I thought was really funny. So it's just like, no, dude, you don't attack Omega Rugal. He attacks you, son. The second one, he gets super and hyper armor. No, he gains hyper armor, which is super armor and damage immunity. Let me say it right at least. And decreases awakened skill cooldown of allies and self by, I'm guessing, 1 second when used. It just says by 1, but I'm assuming it's 1 second. And then even his last one, he becomes immune to fear, or he applies fear, also gains super armor, which is awesome, but he use it while being attacked, which is nuts. And then you can do all this damage and increase your damage from it. So obviously, and his supers are really cool. I think his skills are really... I don't know if there's any other character that every single move can be done while being attacked. It's normally just one skill, maybe 2, but I think it's only been 1. But he's got every single one of them. Now, that's not when you're being juggled, so you have to still be standing, so you got to do it early. But that's still pretty nuts. A lot of priority there. And his moves are really good as well. So I think he's a pretty beefy character, and I think he'd be a lot of fun. So let's try to summon for these characters. Gotta go over the cards really quick. So nothing special about, no like new art for the set, but the set is pretty good. But I'm not gonna, I wouldn't say don't break the bank over it, but it's good. So extreme, first one, the extreme fighter's crit rate is up. Second one, oops, if I can do it right. Second one, the combat powers up by a lot. It's kind of like the Tekken one. Last one, 30% chance to charge 5 power slots upon landing an active skill. So that is really good. So you just get like a super right there. It has a 45-second cooldown though, so don't get crazy. Increases crit damage of extreme fighters by 70%, which is a lot. Deals additional damage equal to 250% of attack upon landing an active skill. Increase extreme fighters attack by 22% for every 1 power. So that's like 110. Now, my question is, if you use your super, does that still apply, that 110, does that still apply to the super while stuff is going on? Maybe that's a stupid question, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. And here is another unique card that you can also use in the rush dungeon. Attack cooldown reduction is really good, and physical damage increased by 60% for 7 seconds upon landing an active skill. But it's an Omega Rugal exclusive, so but it's really good. So if you want to go for Omega Rugal, I would highly suggest getting this. But I'm not gonna get too crazy. I'm just gonna use my budget rubies here, and I'm just gonna go for the characters and see what happens. So here we go. Go. Yeah. I like all the new characters. I think they're really cool. So it'd be cool to get them, but this one is a bust. But I'm not gonna like be devastated if I don't. But I like them. I think they did a good job. I think they look really fun. So it'd be cool if I could get them. I'll have to see what the kind of like the boss showdown is like. I thought the double gen one was a little annoying, to be honest. I thought it was fun at first, but I didn't even bother going like all the way. I forgot what I got to, in like the high 20s or something. I can't remember now, but I didn't even get any of the SS characters in the Tekken event, so I didn't even go for like the memory, because I just didn't even have those characters. Where my prisoners have some fun. Who's this again? Oh, okay. It's like, I just wanted to stay because I kind of forgot who that was. But this time it seems like the boss showdown like event is, at least based off of just what reading the effects, seems like it'll be a little bit less annoying. I thought it was a little annoying. The randomness, like getting randomly stunned all the time. Sometimes like I would just get locked out and I couldn't do anything. Even when I could control my character. But especially just watching my like random character playing on auto and just getting stunned over and over again. That wasn't fun. Alright, so this is my last pull. Use a few of my own rubies, but hey. Looks like it was a blowout. Wow. Normally my luck has been pretty good. Summoning on like the boss, the BS characters, and sometimes SS characters. But no dice on the EX. So, well, that's gonna be it for me. I didn't get anything, but hey, I wish you guys luck on your summons, because again, these characters are pretty sick. So, anybody who's really excited for like Dulon and all the Rugal lovers, it's got the sick shoulder pads. That's what I'm talking about. So, pretty cool. But thank you guys for watching. If you need a guild, I have link in this, not link, but in the description you can see the guild there, and you can join up. Also, I have an Instagram. I try to post every once in a while. I should post more often, but I'll try to post more often. Maybe pulls I do for other games, or minor pulls that aren't, not going to make a full video about, but I'll post that on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe. It helped me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate it. Good luck in your summons again. God bless you guys, and you have a blessed day, y'all.